everybody, and welcome back to Mazysgarden. I have a message for you. We are doing the full moon in Aries messages, and this is for my mutable signs. So if you have Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces anywhere in your chart, this message may resonate for you. Specifically, if you have, especially, I shouldn't say specifically, especially if you have them in your moon sign anywhere. If they don't resonate, check the other signs of your chart. If that doesn't resonate, the message may just not be for you this time, and that's okay. If you need a personal reading, my email is in the description box, and you may reach out for any of my services. This is not going to have an extended, but if you would like to join the Patreon Secret Garden family, in the description box below or up in my link tree, Patreon members get all of my services at a discounted rate, which is awesome for them. Discounts on my readings, my hypnotherapy, any of my Reiki services, any of my rituals, spells, products, anything like that. All right. Okay. I hope you guys are doing well. Please don't get scammed. I only have one account across all social media. I'll never message you first for any kind of services, so please use your discernment. I don't want you to get scammed. All right. What else? Oh, I also, because I mentioned this in both the other videos, for the other signs, guys, I want you to please be careful about the information that you are consuming, who you're consuming it from, where you're getting the information. Please research and vet everything that you're taking in, because especially in the esoteric, spirituality, occult, or just a holistic way of doing things, there is an oversaturation of a lot of fanatical, exaggerated information that is meant to pull you in for engagement, and it doesn't actually help you, nor is it actually accurate information. Especially if it's somebody that's like, oh my God, come read this, or, this whole thing that's like the biggest super moon of the year, and this is the 5th time that they've said that this is the most powerful moon of the year, or something along those lines, guys. So just do your research. Make sure you're vetting the people you're consuming your information from, or where you're getting the information from. Do your research. All right. I'm a big person in always doing your own research, especially. All right. And if you don't trust certain search engines or something like that, because some of them are bought and paid for and censored, there are some that are not. DuckDuckGo is one of them. I know there are some other ones. I use DuckDuckGo sometimes. And yeah. All right. So just be careful about what's going on here, especially since everything's become much more mainstream. It's more about engagement and likes and views than it is about the actual accurate information. All right, my mutable placements. Let's see here how this full moon will be affecting you guys. Spirit, tell me about mutable placements, full moon. What do they need to know? What we got? A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Mutable energy, Virgo placements. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. First quarter moon means the first quarter of the moon is full. And nothing yet is set in stone. A mutable moon. Bless you guys. I love that. And new moon in Sagittarius, which this is Sag season again. I'm tapped into the mutable placements. Luck is on your side at the bottom of the deck. Love that for you guys. So this is saying that you should be more open to giving more of your time, energy, and resources to either something that you're committed to, giving more time to the people, places, and things that you are committed to. If it's a community, if it's a person, if it's a family, if it's your job, if it's a side business, if it's school, whatever it is, they want you to kind of tap in, get a little bit more 10 toes down on what you've been doing. Because the reason why it says nothing yet is set in stone, this really could mean that things could change at any moment, especially with your commitment is being tested. It's like, how committed are you to this? Do you really want this? Are you willing to put in enough effort for this? Are you willing to keep going when it gets really hard? When things are not looking great, things are looking bleak, and it's really gloomy, and it hurts, and it's uncomfortable, okay? Are you still willing to stay committed to the plan, right? And because that can change. If you're not committed, Spirit said that they could come in and they can change that. They could take it from you if it's something that you think that you can take advantage of. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting here. So they really want you to stop taking from whatever it is that you're involved in and start giving back to it, because it can be taken from you at any moment in time, especially if you're being very ungrateful or you're taking advantage of it. And I don't want to hear about that from my mutable placements. Come on now. You better not be taking anything for granted or taking advantage of whatever you're in. Okay? I don't play that in the garden. We don't take advantage. We are always grateful for what we have, especially where we are and what we have. And we pour into that, because the grass is greener under you and where you water it. It is never greener on the other side. So stop looking outside and coveting what other people, that's one of the commandments, though I'm not religious, all right? And if I was gonna pick a religion, it wouldn't be Catholicism or Christianity, though there are some beautiful nuggets in all religion, okay? And that happens to be one of them. Stop coveting other people's stuff. Stop coveting what somebody else has, and start putting in the effort to what you have and where you are, and pouring into that to make it the best it possibly could be, okay? So you need to give more energy, you need to give more time, you need to give more love, you need to give more attention, you need to give more understanding, more compassion, more grace to something that you already are committed to, okay? This is not about getting something new. This is really about something that you're already committed to. How much do you want this? How much do you want to keep it? All right? How bad do you want that degree is what I just heard. So somebody could be in school and you could be like in the middle of it, right? Say you're getting like a 4-year degree and you're 2 years in and you're just like, oh, and it feels like you're out in a little boat in the middle of the ocean and you just want to give up because all you see is water around you. You don't see land. You don't see the finish line. But how bad do you want that degree? How bad do you want the access it's going to give you? Okay? Between money, careers, jobs, networking, social status, whatever and however, or how bad do you want it and where is it going to take you? How are you going to be able to use it? You know what I mean? If there's a reason why you really wanted it in the beginning, and you can't give up halfway through just because things are starting to get hard. Universe really wants to see, how bad do you want this? Or how bad, do you love this? Especially if it's like a person, a relationship, a family, are you committed to them? Are you putting time, energy, and attention into them? Are you paying attention? You know what I mean? Are you too busy at work, too busy in your social circle, too busy doing other things that you're not paying attention to where it really matters? Because that can be taken from you. The universe doesn't like an ungrateful heart, and it definitely doesn't like someone who's taking advantage of things or taking for granted the position that they're in. Okay? Because they will take it and humble you so fast. So fast. Okay. Tell me more. Tell me more, please. Lover's moon. Romance is about to come into your life. Love, relationship, romance. So if this is a person and maybe you've been taking from this person and you haven't really been giving back to the relationship like you should be, or if this is something new and somebody is trying to court you or they're really putting in the effort, they're messaging you, they're trying to plan dates, they're trying to take you out, they're trying to learn about you and talk to you and spend time with you, and you're not really giving back, why would they keep going? Do you know what I mean? Blood moon. Tensions are high. Proceed with caution. That's what I'm saying. Like somebody's maybe just about had it. Whether this is a job where you're not putting in the effort the way that you're supposed to. Somebody went out on a limb and either got you a position, put you in a promotion, put you, you know what I mean? Put you in a position because they were vouching for you and you're taking advantage of it. You're not doing what you should be doing. Or spirit lined something up for you and was like, this is going to be great for you. This is what you've been praying for. This is what you said you wanted. How committed are you to this? And now you have to give to it. You can't just take from it. Our society is really based off of a lot of taking and not giving back. Very like superficial, surface level, very shallow, instant gratification. Don't really want to have to put in the work for things. That's why a lot of relationships don't last. And I'm not saying like in the 60s, our grandparents, that's because women didn't have the same rights. Okay. And that's really, I mean, that plays a major part of it. Now women have the equal rights. They don't want to put up with the same bullshit that they had to because they couldn't open up a bank account. They couldn't go to work. They couldn't open up a bank account to get a loan, to get a car. You know what I mean? So all of that stuff. But there is a part of it where people are not willing to get through the hard parts together anymore. As soon as it feels uncomfortable, as soon as it feels like things are starting to get hard, they shut down because they have easy access to other things. And so you're not putting in the effort and the work. And if you are realizing that that's what you're doing, Spirit's like, well, keep doing that and see where that's going to get you, because we're about to snatch all of this from you. Hardest times lead to greater wisdom. I'm telling you right now, if you... Spirit's about to come in and whoop some ass. Truly. That's what this really feels like. Spirit's about to whoop some ass. Okay? Especially if this is like relationships. You're taking advantage of somebody, or you're taking something for granted, or you're taking for granted someone always being there for you, supporting you, doing for you, and you really haven't been giving back, and they've just been pouring into your cup, and you're just drinking the cup and you're not pouring back into them. There's only so much that someone can take of that before they say, I've had enough, and they walk away. I don't know who I'm talking to, but whew. Supermoon. You will emerge triumphant in the end, especially if you realize what the heck it is that you're doing. And you give back and you start pouring into what you say you're committed to, and you really go 10 toes down, and you really actually start putting in the effort, and you get through the hard parts and you lean in. There's a grit, a resiliency to the people that don't give up on their dreams, don't give up on people, don't give up on certain things, and they lean in when times get hard. Okay? They really start pushing back when life pushes you. Sometimes you're meant to push back because it's testing you. How bad do you want this? Are you a house of cards? Are you going to fold? Or are you a brick oven? And you could turn the heat up and you're about to get this bumping. Like, for real, guys, this is what I really need to understand. Because what this feels like is somebody is trying to do the easy way out, or they're not staying committed to what they committed to, or you're taking advantage of the position that you're in, and you're not really doing what you're supposed to be doing. So Spirit's like, we can come snatch all of that real fast. But if you heed our warning and how this is going to come to light in the full moon, and you switch it up, and you realize like what's really going on here. It says avoid the temptation of shiny objects, distractions, the shallow, superficial BS. Okay? Anything else? If you're single and you've been wanting somebody, or you've been trying to manifest a lover or a partner, whatever, it's about to come into your life, but they want you to be open and give as much as this other person is giving. They're not saying overgive or be like a crazy overachiever. They're just saying, if you say, hey, I'd like to talk to you, I'd like to get to know you more, and just being communicative, pouring into it, watering your own grass. Okay? It says an upcoming trip will be life-changing, Moon's journey. So there's some type of progress that needs to happen. Maybe you do go on a trip and it changes your perspective on your life. Maybe you leave the country and you go you go experience other cultures, and you start realizing how good you have it back at home. Or you go and visit family and you see how your family's being treated by their significant others, or, whatever. And you see the hardships that they're going through, and you start appreciating where maybe that's not the case for you. Okay. And you start being grateful for what is working out in your life and is doing well in your life. Okay. Being more grateful for your partner, being more grateful for the position that you're in, being more grateful for the job that you have or the home that you live in, and all of that stuff. And starting to recognize and realize that, you're good where you're at, and you need to start pouring in where you're at, because when you start doing that, it creates abundance. It creates a gratefulness, and then you become a magnet for more of that. It does say a time of blossoming, moonflower, a time of blossoming is about to begin. Growth. Okay? Being open to changing your perspective, growing, learning how to give. Maybe you're someone who grew up in an environment that you just never were, you didn't grow up that way. You didn't grow up with great examples on how to give to others. You could have had very selfish parents, or just some role models that didn't really teach you how to have that equal give and take. They only just took, and that's all you ever saw and ever knew. So now as an adult, it's your responsibility to grow, to learn, to change if things aren't working out, because Spirit will take from you what it has given you if you are not grateful for it, and you treat it like it's something not worth being grateful for. Okay, tell me more, please. Tell me more, please. Yeah, the Tower. I'm telling you right now, Spirit's like, I'm seconds away from tearing all up. I'm taking everything off the table. Scorpio placements. Very unexpected. There's some kind of upheaval, foundational shift. So this could be you growing. This could be you shifting from a more selfish or a me standpoint, or what can I get out of this, and more of what can I put into this? How can I contribute, as opposed to what can I get out of it? Okay. I'm telling you. Yeah. 9 of Wands. They want you to lean in. They want you to lean in. Because things may maybe get a little chaotic for a little while. They may really test what you said you wanted, or how you said you were going to do it, or what it is you actually are supposed to do. And so with that, you may really have to have a lot of courage and persistence and strength, or an unshakable force, okay? That you're really 10 toes down on this, and you made a commitment, and there's not much that's going to change your mind, about this. And it's like believing in yourself and knowing that, and having the courage to keep moving forward, even if it's really hard right now. Because with the nothing is set in stone, that doesn't mean it's going to stay hard forever. It doesn't mean that you're going to be in those troubled waters forever, because it's not set in stone. That's not where it's supposed to land. That's not how it ends. So things can shift. And with the Tower card coming in, it looks like things will shift. But what kind of energy are you putting into it? That is what's going to really affect how this plays out, whether it crumbles down and everything gets taken from you, or it shifts and changes into something beautiful, and it grows, and you're able to move forward and have success and have progress the way that you're really looking for. Wheel of Fortune. This is Sagittarius and Pisces energy, okay, because it's Jupiter energy, right? So this is, again, mutable placements. Things are about to change for you guys, especially with the Tower and now the Wheel of Fortune. This is a great change that's about to happen. And depending on what you're doing and how you're doing it is what's going to result in if you're really happy or not. It does look like that something will shift, and it's going to bring in a long-lasting happiness for you, as long as you are doing what you're supposed to do. Okay? Excuse me. Especially something about family. Okay? So if you're somebody out here that has a family and you haven't been paying attention to them the way that you should, they want you to start giving back to your family a little bit more. Yeah, the Magician. All right? Definitely something that you've been trying to manifest. Something that something that you're trying to build or create in some way. Anything else? Yeah, I have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Things, you're meant to be happy, and you're meant to have long-term stability, and you're meant for things to work out for you. The family life, the happy home, the good things, the long-term financial success, all of that. So if this is about like a business or about a career, are you committed? Are you still putting in the hard work when things are looking a little lull or dull, right? Especially if it's like a small business, there's not always going to be crazy highs. Sometimes it doesn't, not everything starts out the gate so fast, or like you become an overnight success. That's typically not how it works. Sure, there's exceptions to that, and sometimes we see that, but for the most part, you're really supposed to put a lot of hard work and effort into building something, and then it starts bearing the fruit. Okay? And that's how this feels. But if you've been putting in the work for that, and you're like, I'm not seeing the results the way that I thought I was going to, Spirit said just keep pouring more into it. Keep pouring, because we're about to overflow with happiness, abundance, a lasting success, a legacy. It's like a pinnacle of success. It's a prosperity. Okay, so things are about to change. And it could be very unexpected, because you just don't see, wow, there's Pisces, that's crazy. There's Sagittarius energy, Virgo energy. There's mutable placements all over this, like crazy. Mercury, which is Gemini and Virgo. That's wild. And then Aries, because it says Fire Mars, even though it's Scorpio placements, but Aries, which is the Aries full moon. All right, sorry. Guys, stay 10 toes down. Whatever it is that you're trying to build, keep pouring into it, because it's going to result in a lasting success that you're looking for. If you're looking for a partner to build a family with, you're going to get it. Okay? Keep pouring into yourself. Don't give up. Even if things look chaotic, if they look bleak, it feels like everything's falling apart, or just like not really, there's just some type of adversity to this. They want you to push through. Okay? How bad do you want it? Don't take it for granted. Nothing's set in stone. Spirit said we can change all of this for you, and things are about to change, but are you willing to put in more effort? Are you willing to keep working really hard for it? Are you willing to fight for this? Okay, something to think about. All right, I love you guys so very much, and I will see you soon. Bye.